Yo, yo, yo. Thank you so much for tuning into Conversations with Glo radio show, where it's just not questions. Y'all already know it's a conversation per usual, y'all. Okay. But anyway, be sure to visit my website, convowithglo.com. So therefore you can subscribe to my emailing list. So therefore you can be getting more updates about me, your girl Glo, and also about the future guests that I will have on each and every Wednesday on the Come Up radio station app at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure y'all are getting in tune with me, your girl Glo. But anyway, enough about me. I do have a guest. I'm going to allow for her to introduce herself. And y'all already know what we doing. Getting into the conversation.
Greetings, everyone. I am Mystic One, and I am a positive, motivational, spiritual person. So, therefore, when I meet people, I like to reciprocate the negativity to positive, not even give the energy to all the crazy naysaying, the fads, and all of that. I like to look at all things that you would perceive as wrong and reciprocate in
Right.
those things that you perceive as right, reciprocate from a spiritual point of view, from all
Okay.
aspects.
I like that. I like that. Well, thank you so much for that introduction, Mystic One. I greatly do appreciate you coming through tonight. And y'all, guess what we're gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about food. Okay. Y'all already know she just told y'all what she does, and that's basically being spiritual. So we're gonna got we're gonna get into it. So basically I do want to know what made you want to well first, how long or when did you become a chef?
I've been cooking since like the age of, I want to say, around about 4 and 5.
I knew you was gonna say that.
You know how they say the city mouse and the country mouse? That's me, but I'm from Chicago,
Okay.
Illinois. So I
Okay.
have that southern in me, but I'm also a city woman. My
Girl,
father's
yeah.
from Chicago, Illinois. James Calhoun Sr., peace be upon him. And my mother, birth mother, is from Clarksdale, Mississippi. And
Oh.
my I was adopted by my grandparents, and me being raised in a Christian environment, I, being an only child of my father, would always go to church with my grandmother. So, guess what? I was around a lot of older people. So, I
Mm-hmm.
was just the old soul being around older people. And guess what? I got taught to cook from scratch. So, a lot of my food I've improvised from what is unhealthy to healthy. But when you eat it, you swear you just getting a mouthful of not good food, and it tastes the same as the food that you think is just so, oh, I got it going on. I don't like doing heavy cooking or heavy food, so I
Okay.
cook food that are healthy but taste the same.
Okay.
It's a good improvising. When you're a spiritual cook, it's different from, oh, I'm just going to school to get this culinary art and do this, and
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I knew someone that was actually going to culinary arts, and I don't know whether or not if she finished or not, but her snaps used to be bomb because the food and I like watching cooking shows, y'all. Like my food will sometimes be on the Food Network. I don't even know what's going on. I just know after they finish cooking it that it looks good sometimes. You feel me?
Looks can be deceiving.
And no, but I like watching like the judges. My favorite one is beat beat goodness, I can't get it out. But y'all know what I'm talking about. He's a famous chef on the Food Network. But he be competing against other people. Bobby
Mm,
Bobby Bobby Flair, I think I want to say that. I hope
okay,
that's not the
okay.
wrestler. I hope I'm not saying the wrestler name, but yeah, I think I got it right. But you've already, I mean, so you sit you okay, so basically you started cooking when you were about 4 or 5, which is dope because
Yes.
I'm gonna say I started washing dishes. I wasn't cooking it, but I was washing dishes when I was 4 years
Oh,
old.
I
So
was playing with the pots and pans, and I had my own kitchen, and
yeah,
doing all the little girl
I had that
stuff that
too.
grandma would do.
Doing
Give you the little
right,
kitchen set. I'm taking my real food, putting it over there. I'm like, let me.
right,
So I
right.
had to clean my little toy kitchen set because I put real food over
That's
there.
yeah,
And I said,
and
okay. So with that sparked that wanting to cook all the time. So I love it. I love it. Being
so
raised
I'm
with
hearing
various food.
what's inspiring you. So your grandmother and you having that kitchen set is what inspired you to be a chef. Like, what? Yeah, what inspired y'all? Feel like I can't talk tonight, but anyway, what inspired you, Mystic One, for wanting to actually be a chef?
What inspired me is health.
Okay,
My children. Um, Raising them, I realized that they couldn't consume what everyone else was consuming.
okay,
Um, One can't have peanuts, another one can't have sugar when sugar is in everything. So it's
mm-hmm,
like one can't eat that because that would have triggered her asthma. And, just being a mother and showing my children that I appreciate their lives. I
yes,
assisted them with correct eating. So if there was something that was affecting them, they weren't getting what all the other children would get per se. You get what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
We're gonna use
mm-hmm.
some natural fruit to make some fruit roll-ups. We're gonna
Okay,
do different ways of fixing foods so that way I don't have to keep going to the store all the time. Also,
yeah,
it's not being cheap, it's being healthy. You get tired of going to the doctor. Oh man, you can't have this in the house because this is a flare up. Like they used to say when we were young, you can't have two of the medications like Tylenol and ibuprofen in the house. Well, with me, I had to have both because I have one who's allergic to Tylenol and one who's allergic to ibuprofen.
oh
So what do you
goodness.
do? That led me to want to be holistic with food so my children could be able to eat without having to deal with inflammations.
Okay, okay. Okay, I like that, but I hate your I hate that. Your situation is like that, but that's dope though because, like you said, like sometimes you don't even have to go to the grocery store. You can just pull out whatever you got in your cabinet. See, me on the other hand, I'll be like, no, I gotta go to the store and get this, knowing I got some flour in there. I can make my own Alfredo. I can make my own, you know what I'm saying, gravy, which I do anyway. But I'm just saying, like,
Right.
sometimes I just don't feel like it. But due to the circumstances of what you have going on, you just can't go into the grocery store and just pull anything off the shelves. You got to be careful what you buy. You got to look at
Yes.
labels. So I definitely understand in regards with you cooking from scratch. And what you also said was dope is that you made fruit roll ups with real fruit.
Yes. People
Oh,
do it
God.
all the way. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
That's dope. That's
Yes.
really, really dope.
Because you can improvise thickeners, what makes things mold together when
Yeah.
you put foods together as far say like if you do cornbread, what do they use to mold cornbread together? They use an egg. Well, I don't want to use an egg. I'm gonna use something else. Let me use a different form of having this to happen and my
Right.
cornbread still be fluffy, still have the good
Mm.
texture to it. Oh
You
yeah.
got a recipe book? Cause you need to send it over to me.
I'm
I
working
need
on
it.
it.
That's
I'm
what's
working
up.
on it.
Like for real, work on that.
Because I
Seriously.
have my
Like,
cheesecakes that I make. And
yeah.
there are over 250 flavors of cheesecakes.
Goodness Jesus. So
Yeah.
you just it's just I feel like that you're ahead of me. You must be in my mind or something because okay, I what is your signature dish and what is your signature full course meal?
I have various signature dishes and
Okay.
meals. Um, I just did a turkey bacon cheesecake. Man, top notch, loved it, and I
Wait.
bartered.
Yo, did y'all just hear what she just made? Say that again.
A turkey bacon cheesecake.
Y'all, hey.
The bomb. The bomb. And now I made it edible. So you know, Papa locking. Yes. Yes, I do use I do my own tinctures, I do my own mix ups and everything.
Do you ship? Cause
You know what? I'm
that
working
is
on that.
dope.
I have been networking with some top notch chefs
Okay.
to I'm very picky. So I don't want any kind of chef. I want a
Okay.
chef who knows, okay, I have my cheesecakes. I want to be able to get them various locations. What do you use? I've tried the freezer packs, but when you research freezer packs, they only last so long. They may last 2 hours, 3, 4 hours. If I'm going
But you
to
need it to
ship
last for days.
if I'm going to ship via a 18-wheeler, which I'm certified in shipping and receiving and all of that, I want
Okay.
to make sure that I'm using product concealers. So say that it's on shipment on an 18-wheeler and it's a
Mm-hmm.
freezer 18-wheeler, I do not want any of my products frostbitten. I don't want them to have any spoilage. And I do want them to have the same consistency once they reach the customer. So I'm really investigating a whole lot. I'm not playing
Okay.
about what I do. I love it.
I
I put
it
myself,
man, you got me over here like, do I want a cheesecake? And I have not had anything sweet since last Monday. Like
look,
it's been kind of hard, but cause I be like, is ice cream sweet, y'all? Cause
you
I've
can
been
make it
wanting
as
some
sweet as you
ice
want.
cream. No,
I'm
but
going
I'm
to tell
trying to
you.
step away from like the sweets because I've been I haven't eaten it. Well, I did eat a little bread, but I backed away from I went cold turkey, and last week I was having like headaches real bad, and I feel like I was like, but those withdrawals because I haven't eaten anything sweet. I haven't had no bread. I haven't had no fried food until yesterday. But at the end of the day, like what you're doing, I feel like is really, really dope. What is another what okay, so what is some more signature dishes and what's your signature full course meal?
Um, I've done strawberry cheesecakes. Everybody loves those. Now, I'm going to tell you, my children have their choices and my granddaughter. They love my Oreo cheesecake. They love my strawberry cheesecake. My oldest loves my cherry cheesecake. People love my turtle cheesecake, which is when you think about the turtle candy,
Mm-hmm.
my cheesecake is made as such. I do my own crust, and I found places where I can purchase plant-based cream cheese. I want to make my own cream cheese. I'm working on that also because I know how I want my consistency to be, how I want everything done. I'm very picky and I love this because I love science,
I'm
okay?
so intrigued. Like we talking about food, y'all. Okay, it is food that we talking about. Okay,
Yes.
so
And
I'm
it's
over
all
here like
coming
eyes
from
wide open, like dope.
a biblical Quran, Jewish. I use our religions to bring them in whole into the foods that we should be eating.
So being that you're saying that, what does food mean to you?
Food means a purpose of a form of nourishment that you choose to want to have. And it should be good for you and good to you and not consumed to where you do not have energy and you're inhibiting your body from being functional as it should and
Mm-hmm.
having, just all of the dis-eases, the dysfunctions, anything with a dis and an and not, we're reciprocating that with the eating. So
Mhm.
instead of having that white cane sugar and the brown sugar, how about some agave? That's coming from a cactus. And it's very good. You don't even need a lot of it. And it's a good sweetener. You get what I'm saying? People
Mhm.
say the monk fruit. Yes, use the monk fruit. People who don't want to use honey, you can still use honey. They don't want to use it because they say the animal is a bee, but still, is it hurting you? Because guess what? We are all the universe.
Yes.
We come
Yes.
from everything that is here. We are made a source of. So while you're denying eating meat, which I'm really trying my best to wean myself from it, like chicken, the most.
I love chicken.
About that in a minute. But if you're denying eating meat, you're also denying eating your plants because your grass growing, it's everywhere. It's just different climates. So if I'm here if I'm in Alabama right now, right? If I get
Mhm.
some grass and dirt from Alabama and I take it to Chicago and I blend it with my dirt back home in Chicago, that's going to bring about a different form of vegetation because of the different chemistries of the climate, the air, the water, everything. You're putting a mixture of nature in various regions and sources together to create something. We are creators. So why can't we be the gods and goddesses of the meals that we prep? It's all
Oh,
coming from the earth.
you just touched
Going
my
on.
soul. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's I know I oh, I'm so speechless right now. Like that is very, very informative, and thank you so much for
You're
sharing
welcome.
sharing that information with us, because that's true for real. Like I've been like, chicken is my favorite food, okay? My favorite meat, and turkey is as well too. I tend to sometimes go and have, you know what I'm saying, like a little steak here and there or whatever, but weaning myself off of meat completely, I seen what it has done to other people, and they have lost a lot of weight or whatever. And that's I was just like, okay, so if I become vegan, I guess I would get off the unwanted weight that I have on. But it's just like you just made it sense. Like if I become a vegan and me denying, that means I'm denying my plant food. But isn't that what vegans eat though? Is majority of plants or whatever? Um.
I'll state like this, it's a choice. You can say that you're vegan and you're eating certain things, and people can be all, oh, I just know. Guess what? It's a less on. Less on. Break the word down. Less and on. So no matter what you try to do, there's a less on from what has happened to our ancestors until now.
Mhm.
Right now, the era is learning, which is leveling up. When
Mhm.
you learn, you that lesson is in the past. That's got to go. That shouldn't even be here no more. That was then. We're
Yeah.
not negating it. We're in a form of respecting it and acknowledging that all that happened. Okay, we looked at that. Now let's get to our learning. I'm on a
Mhm.
level up, which in the word, in all books, what it shows, study to show thyself approved. So why would I not be a self-learned master of myself to know how to be and do what needs to be done when it comes to the nature of life? When we read these books, it shows the food to eat, the foods to not eat. So guess
Mhm.
what? I'm going to the herbs. I'll eat the mushrooms, them bell peppers, them onions. I'll eat garlic, galangal roots, ginger. Let me start with the roots. Because, see, this is where the spiritual part also comes in with your food. You know, when they talk about the fruit of the spirit, right? Love,
Mhm.
joy, peace, happiness, all of that. You also got to look at the non-foods of the spirit, which is glutinous, lust, and all of that. So you can imagine if you eat a red apple compared to a green apple, which one is going to help you the most? The green apple is gonna help you the most, even though it's bitter. If you cut that apple up, the green one, and you put it in the pie, you don't have to add no sugar, no butter, none of that. You put a red one, you gotta add sugar, and people just gonna do things that's gonna take them into what? Unhealthy situations.
Mm, mm,
Not
mm, mm.
only diabetes, pancreas acting up, your kidneys acting up, your spleen, your uterine, the reproductive system, all the organs, all these things begin to happen because you consume what is not good for you. When you begin to change your mind and you change your eating and you change your environment that ain't right for you, you will begin to start to eat what is very beneficial other than just the fruit or the vegetables. Your changing of language, meaning you will not want to be around people that are negative either. That's another food of a spirit. I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
be sitting here exchanging energy with you and I'm not being respectful, love, giving you strength in the transfer of energy and also knowledge. It's a form of reciprocation, which brings about the laws of Ma'at, which is balance. I want my heart just like the feather baby. Come on with that.
Yes, I need to come sit in. I need to come sit in your kitchen. That's I need to come to Chicago because now I know you, and
Yes,
then it's another podcaster that I know. She's staying in Chicago, Illinois. That's gonna have to. Yeah, we're gonna have to make a trip there. But y'all, it's about that time. It's about
yes,
that time. It's
yes,
time to, what I'm saying? I feel like it's time for us to actually start as, I know that, I have a diversity of people that actually listen to my radio show. However, just speaking out to the Black people, it's time for us to really, really start doing better and really start caring about ourselves, especially if we're trying to be here for a long time. Not a
yes.
good time. I mean, it's going to be a good time, but if you got kids, I'm pretty much sure you'll probably want to see their grandkids. I mean, your grandkids, and also see
Generations.
your great great grandkids. So start thinking about you. Start choosing you. If you're out and about, what I'm saying, just grab a little snack. Like I woke up from a nap and I was just like, okay, I'm about to eat me some grapes and a mango. And it was so good. And I drank me some pineapple juice. It was so good. Goodness, it was good. Okay, y'all, that's my spiel. Y'all already know how I do when it comes to my spiel. But Mystic One, before we do head out, can you please let the people know where they can find you at?
Oh, look, I'm gonna tell you something. Facebook been driving my pages. I got hacked. So they drive from one
Oh,
page to the next page to the next page.
oh
One
wow.
is serious, serious Calhoun. They just put me in Facebook jail on that one. So they bought up
Oh,
another one, which is
that's my
LaVerne
favorite place.
Calhoun. Now, if you see the LaVerne Calhoun with the cheesecakes, that page is literally hacked since March. So
Oh,
I'm on another LaVerne Calhoun where you can see me where I'm at an outing because I also do political work. I
okay.
fight for my people. I fight for us.
My mom is an activist. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I don't play
yeah.
about them at all because we need what we don't have to put in what we put in, but guess what? I fight for us, so I keep it
Mhm.
real. But anywho,
Mhm.
I'm also on YouTube. I'm working on my Miss Laverne cheesecakes, so I can be able to show people what I actually do and know the improvisational skills of being a food of the spirit chef. And I'm on
Okay.
Instagram as Miss Laverne Cheesecakes.
Okay, okay. Well, y'all, if y'all want to know more about Miss Laverne and also about the food that she actually brings to the table, make sure that you go out and you go follow her on the platforms that she listed. I mean, where that she spoke of, not listed, y'all. My bad. However, y'all, again, Miss Laverne, thank you so much for coming through
You're
and
welcome.
chopping
Much
it up with me.
obliged.
Like, thank you so much, and I've learned a lot within this little time. So I greatly do appreciate you and the knowledge that you have brought to my audience tonight. And I do Want to thank you all out there for listening and tuning in to Conversations with Glo radio show. Y'all already know how I do it when I do it, okay? But until next time, in between time, be sure to holler at your girl Glo. Peace out.
You all have a good one.